Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Kensley and I'm a professional freelance costume designer and technician. Today I'm going to be showing you a video of how to thread a sewing machine, how to wind a bobbin, and how to put the bobbin into your sewing machine. This is going to vary depending on what type of machine you have. I have a Bernina Artista 180, so it is quite specific. Threading the machine is going to be almost identical on every domestic machine that you use with a few tweaks here and there. The bobbin is what's going to be a little bit different depending on your machine, but it's still the same general idea. So I would recommend checking out tutorials or your handbook for if there's anything specific you need to do for the bobbin, but this will give you a good idea of where to start and how things work. Let's get into it.
Okay, first things first, I'm just going to show you what it looks like when someone who has been doing this for a long time threads a sewing machine. I did speed it up because otherwise it gets a little bit boring, but as you can see, it's sort of just muscle memory for me. Except threading the needle, which always takes a second. Okay, now for the actual lesson part, first thing you're going to do is take that thread cap off. I did slow this down for y'all so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to want to take that thread spool. Usually you're going to want the barcode facing the right side so that that thread is coming up and towards you. So as long as it's coming up and towards you, that's what we're looking for. Make sure you replace the thread holder or thread cap. I don't really remember what the exact name of it is, just so that your thread does not fly off when you are sewing, because that would create a mess. First thing you're going to do is take the thread through that hook at the back of your machine and then bring it towards you and down next to this metal bar. Then you're going to bring it up on the left side of that bar and into that slit at the top of the machine. Now, so that you can see what we're actually doing here, again, it's still in slow-mo, bringing it up around that hook, down the front, and up over the left side, back into that slit. And what's important here is that we want to bring it forwards. And when we bring it forwards, we want it to go through this bar into the eye. So right there you can see the threads going through that circle. And now it's going down into this little hook at the bottom. There's a tiny latch on the needle that's kind of hard to see, but you're putting it through there as well. And then the last step of threading the machine proper is to thread the needle. This is going to sound weird, but it might help if you lick the thread if you're having trouble getting it through to make all the fibers lay flat. In this case, it worked fine for me and I got it through the foot. Next thing we're going to go over is how to wind a bobbin. So you put the thread on, you put it through that hook, and you wind it around that little button twice. Now you're going to put the thread through the top of the bobbin. Your bobbin may have less holes than mine. It's fine, just pick one and put the thread through. Put it onto the bobbin winder. I do have an automatic bobbin winder, so as soon as that little hook is down, when I press the pedal, it's going to start winding the bobbin. As you can see, wind it until there's thread covering the bobbin, and then snip it as close to the bobbin as you possibly can and continue. Depending on what kind of machine you have, if it's an automatic winder, when the bobbin gets full, it will just stop. If you do not have an automatic bobbin winder, you will have to stop when the bobbin gets full. And in this case, I ran out of thread, so it stopped itself. Now for putting the bobbin into the machine, you have a bobbin casing. Again, it may look different from mine, but the thing that's going to be similar is you always want the bobbin to be going clockwise. So see how I'm pulling the thread to make sure that it's going clockwise? And then there's a slit on the side that you want to pull the thread through. I did it once more so you all can see going through that slit right there. And then under this buckle and into that little crevice. And then in my case, that little bar goes to the right. You put it until you hear the click. Now to get the bobbin thread up, you're going to hold the top thread tight with your left hand and turn the hand wheel towards you until you see this little loop of the bobbin thread. It usually takes me a couple tries. I was lucky this time. Pull that through, close up the bobbin casing, and you are all set. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!